In this video, I will explain another method to integrate Tatami Admin and Administrator. This method is done by copying data to the local database and then pushing updates to the MySQL Server database. Previously, we learned how to use direct access to the server, where the system directly connects to the MySQL database server. The list of categories shown here comes directly from the MySQL database server, which means the system is accessing the database over the network using direct server access. Now, for the next method, we will use the push update to server approach. In this method, the SQLite database or offline database will act as a temporary database. So, how does it work? First, we check the MySQL connection, then click Import from DB Server. Next, select the event from the drop-down. At the top section, we can apply filters. For example, filtering by Tatami Schedule. Here, I set it to Tatami to Schedule, then click Import Data from Server. Okay, done. Next, we can see here that the event data has been successfully copied to the local or temporary database. Then select SQLite and click Save and Continue. After that, log in as Tatami Admin. This is the list of categories that were successfully imported from the database server. Now we can proceed with the scoring process. With this temporary database approach, if the connection suddenly goes down or becomes slow, it will not affect the scoring process. For example, if the network connection is lost, whether using LAN or Wi-Fi, the match can still continue using the local or temporary database. And once the match is finished, we can push the update back to the server using this button. Let's complete this match first. Okay, now it's 100% complete. Next, we check the administrator side. In this category, we can see the data is still at 0%. Now, back in Tatami Admin, we click Push Update to Server. Check the connection before submitting. Then click Push Update. The message shows, data successfully processed. And then, in Administrator, we refresh the list. Okay, now it is 100%. So, this method is suitable for venues with poor or unstable network connections. The update to the server can be done once the connection becomes stable again. Next, I will demonstrate the integration between Tatami Admin and Administrator using the full offline method. This method uses file sharing or a partial database between Tatami Admin and Administrator. First, we delete the current event in the local database. Previously, we learned how to import data from the server. Now, we will learn how to get category data using Add Partial Database. We upload a file using this button and then submit it. To create a partial database file, first, on the administrator side, we create a partial database with the type direction. Go to the Database menu, click Create Partial Offline DB, then click Create New. Next, select the categories that will be included in the partial database file. As an example, I will add several cadet categories. These are the categories that will be included in the partial database file. Then set a name for the partial database. Click Save, choose a folder, and click Generate File. Wait until the process is completed. Then open the folder. The partial database file has been successfully created. Next, open Tatami Admin again and import the partial database file. Click Add Partial Database, then select the file. The categories are successfully detected. Click Submit Process. Now the event data has been successfully added. Select SQLite and click Save and Continue. Then select the event from the drop-down. Enter the password and click Login. This is the list of categories sourced from the partial database file we created earlier. Next, we proceed with the scoring process. Okay, for example, I have completed scoring for 2 cadet categories. Next, I will create an update file for the administrator. Click Partial Update. The list will show the categories that have been completed. Choose a folder to save the file. This will be the output file name. Then click Generate File. Open the folder. This is the partial update file with the match result type, which we will send to the administrator. Now, on the administrator side, we will restore the partial database. Go to the menu, click Draws and Scoring. Let's apply a filter for the category. I type Cadet in the search box and set the category status to Completed. Okay, there are no completed categories yet. Next, go to the Database menu, select Restore Partial Database, then choose the partial database match result file that we created earlier. We successfully retrieved 2 cadet categories with valid status. Click Submit Process. Then click Search or Refresh. Okay, success! The 2 categories have been updated with Done, 100% status. In Tatami Admin, we completed 2 categories, and in Administrator, we successfully updated those 2 categories using the Restore Partial Database feature. So that is the integration process between Tatami Admin and Administrator without a database server, using a partial database file. For your event, the best option is to use direct access to the database server. Offline database usage should only be used in specific cases, such as when the venue has very poor network connectivity or when it is not possible to use Wi-Fi or LAN at all.